Hey guys, welcome to another video. This one's pretty straightforward, just what you need to hear from your spirit team right now. We're gonna do 3 piles. It's a pick a card reading. Use your intuition to pick between use your intuition to pick between numbers 1, 2, or 3. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Take all the time you need, pause the video. Psychic intuition first, downloads first, and then we look at the cards normally. So yeah, let's just get into it, okay? Let's just get into it. Please forgive my voice. I'm having some allergies this morning. I'm also pregnant and having insomnia, so that kind of sucks, but it's okay. Let's see. We're gonna start with group 1. Keep it nice and simple. We're gonna start with group 1. I'm gonna put 111 for that timestamp. I'm gonna start writing down the timestamps at the beginning of the reading because that just helps me later on. Okay, and we're looking at what you need to hear the most right now. So, priority messages from Spirit. What do you need to hear right now? Group 1, I immediately have a message of focus on your craft, focus on your art, whatever that may be for you. You could be putting off some sort of creative project or scared to start a new creative project, and I feel like your spirit team is like, that's self-sabotage, babe. You could also be kind of scared to take time off. I don't know what's going on with you, but it feels like you're not feeling like yourself. Feels like recently you started to have a shift in your demeanor and your mental health and your emotional health. You've been maybe more anxious and more ungrounded. And if this isn't resonating, you feel free to pick a different pile, but there's no guarantee that you have a message here today. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you have a grandfather on the other side that's trying to help you get unstuck. Yeah, and has been trying to get you to watch like old movies you liked when you were a kid. I'm getting a movie coming to mind. It's The Princess Diaries. Maybe that's a movie you really liked. I'm also seeing a milkshake. Okay. There could be a memory with a milkshake. We're getting milkshakes together. You could be questioning a friendship or even a relationship, whatever that looks like. You're questioning a connection in your life, wondering if it's genuine, wondering if there is anything like long-term there, if you and this person will be able to make it work. Now for some of you it could be long distance. For others of you, this really just feels like you're dealing with a person that is uncertain maybe about you, and you could also be returning that sentiment, kind of feeling like, well, we don't know each other well enough to be maybe, I don't know if having like really serious conversations with this person very early on in the friendship or relationship, but there's a lack of balance here. Balance is key, and there is some sort of lack of balance. McDonald's. I just heard McDonald's in my head. I hope I don't sneeze. I'm so tired of sneezing this morning. Y'all, I'm trying not to crash out. I'm okay. This isn't about me. I guess it sort of is. I'm honestly doing this to help distract myself from some of the pregnancy struggles I'm having, and I'm honestly so blessed because my doctor gave me nausea medicine, and I haven't thrown up in like TMI, but I haven't thrown up since Monday or Sunday, and it is Saturday. Work. I'm excited about that because that gives me a little bit of energy to like put into what I love. You have the Death card, Scorpio energy. You have a big change coming. You got a fast car. I don't know why that song is popping into my head. It may not look like it, but you're actually changing a lot right now. In a very short amount of time, if there is a newer connection like the last 5 months, friendship or otherwise, it's changing you for the better, okay? No matter what the outcome of the situation is, you're still being changed for the better. Yeah, okay, but the Seven of Wands is here, so there's fighting, there's conflict potentially, also the need to push down your emotions, or the feeling like you just want to. That's how that comes through to me in this reading. Because you're just overwhelmed with the changes that you're feeling, you just want to push it all down and not really think about it or deal with some of the emotions you're having. But that may be your problem here. Okay, yeah. 5 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords. Your spirit team is telling you if you don't start looking at things for what they are instead of what you want them to be, you're going to keep feeling, I don't know, I want to say left out in the cold, or like you just don't know what to think and feel. 2 of Swords. Spirit is trying to sort of prepare you for certain things. 4 of Wands reversed. You're being prepared to uproot in some way, or to change your lifestyle, or to change who you spend your time with, because in your past you just give all the time. You don't get a lot. It feels like you choose a lot of you're used to choosing connections where you constantly pour out energy but you don't really get it back. And I feel like your spirit team is like, how is that fair to you? It's not. You deserve that, like, reciprocation. Yeah, reciprocity. Temperance reversed. There's a lack of, yeah, okay, hold on. I want to say you're having a hard time trusting your inner child. Okay, yes. Because you're surrounded by people that don't trust their inner child and maybe aren't as spiritual as you. And that doesn't mean, like, your friends don't have to be exactly like you or have this exact same beliefs, but they have the core beliefs, for the most part, do have to be aligned. And so anyone in your life right now that is not believing in magic has to go, because you are magic. Group 1, you are magic. And if someone is not, they don't believe in magic, they just don't want to, they don't want to see it, they don't see you then. They don't see your magic. They're just like seeing you on the surface, and there's something wrong with that picture, because you are very clearly a unicorn. You're very special and unique. You could be musically inclined in some way. I get that you guys are very connected to music, and maybe you've been having the urge to dance around and like paint and express yourself the way that you would when you were a kid. Na, 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 na. I'm getting that song So What by Pink. It is, yes, So What. That's that 7 of Wands energy. You feel the need to protect yourself against anyone that feels judgmental of your inner child. I I have this feeling in your energy like you're missing out on something, or you miss the way things used to be. Things used to be a lot simpler for you. But now with the Five of Pentacles, you're dealing with potential money struggles and relationship struggles. So you're struggling to see the good in your life. You're struggling to see the good in yourself. It's just sometimes you are who you surround yourself with, you know? So you got to keep that in mind. Sometimes you're feeling a lack of belief because you're surrounded by people that don't believe. All right. Let's get some oracle cards for you real fast. Your message is to believe in yourself. It doesn't matter if people around you, like in your personal life, like say coworkers, family, a partner, whoever, it could be anybody that makes you feel like you're not special and like you're not a unicorn. They're just so black and white in how they think, and you don't need to. You gotta stop changing yourself to fit into other people's comfort zone. Like, you don't need to shrink yourself down or stop talking about your feelings or stop expressing yourself just because someone is not comfortable with theirs. You have the medallion. Sometimes one of the best gifts you can get is somebody abandoning you. You have some abandonment issues, people like cutting you out, or yeah, okay, that's why you struggle to cut people out of your life, because you know how it feels to be cut out, but you also know that that's necessary for growth. I know you know that, Group 1. You're too magical not to know that. And if you just are like, that's not me, this is not your pile, all right? Group 1 is not scared of magic, but you may be around people that are. You got Gnosis. It's time that you come into union with what you deserve. Take a step forward in your life. Take a leap forward. And merge with your inner child a bit more. Making your happiness a priority. Your personal happiness a priority. And giving yourself opportunities. You got to give yourself these opportunities. The comic. Okay. So you're either about to close the door on someone, Group 1, or close the door on an old way of thinking. Or someone's going to close the door on you, but these abandonment wounds that you have to work on them in some way. Okay, the only reason you shrink yourself down and you accept less than what you deserve is because of your abandonment wound. And I think you're just the kind of person, you're like, I don't take it too seriously. I don't want to take anything too seriously. It's fine. And that's okay. But not all the time. Like I said, balance. You need a balance between all these things. So I love you, Group 1, but things can't stay this way. So expect a lot of changes. Expect a lot of changes. That was it for you, Group 1. Thank you for listening. Hopefully that was helpful. Let's write down Group 2, 14, 14. All right. I'm going to turn that up a little. Okay, moving on to group number 2. Okay, taking a breath. We're just cleansing. I have on a cleansing frequency in the background, so that's helping a lot. Group 2. Group number 2, it feels like, okay, this is interesting. I'm seeing the Tower card in my mind's eye. And that for me makes me feel like you could be freaking out about something, or I'm not going to say overreacting. That's not the right word. You may think that you keep having overreactions. You're having big feelings. You're having big feelings of doubt and fear. Confirmation. Yeah. You could be having a hard time, I want to say, opening your third eye, or keeping it open, or grounding your belief systems and really being about your belief systems. You're like, I don't want to keep going through the same, mental and emotional battles that I've been going through. How can I make it stop? How can I put an end to this fear and doubt? You guys are just working so hard, and you feel like maybe you're not being rewarded, and your inner child is like, why? Like, I thought I was doing the right thing, and you are. You're just in a lull period right now, or you're coming to the end of it, okay? You're coming to the end of a period of not seeing results while working hard. But what you don't understand is you're laying some pretty thick foundation here. You're laying a very heavy foundation, and you're building strength and fortitude. And that is extremely important. Okay, so just try not to make it okay, this is a very specific message. Try not to project your fear and anxiety onto the world right now. I know how easy that can be. I know that can be difficult. Just try not to make it about other people, or try not to look for someone or something to blame for things not going the way you wanted them to. The truth is that maybe your expectations are the reason for your disappointment. You had expectations for yourself that were unattainable, and Spirit was telling you that, but you maybe just didn't want to hear it. Sometimes we don't hear what we want to hear from Spirit, and that's just how it's going to go. You don't get what you want by trying to control things, group 2. So I get the frustration you're maybe feeling right now. Just don't lose yourself in this feeling of stress and fear. Okay, what do we have? The Devil. You are quite literally up against yourself right now, up against your shadow. And if you really want things to change, you have to get out of your head, get into a meditative state, and tune out the devil, okay? The devil's just going to represent your negative beliefs and the fear blockages you're dealing with. Okay. Okay. Don't expect anyone to validate your fear right now. It's just not going to happen. In fact, Spirit's going to keep bringing you positive souls and individuals that are going to be like, that's not true. You keep saying all this negative stuff, but you know it's not true. You got to practice. You give a lot of advice, group 2. You need to start practicing that in your own personal life. And start telling yourself what you would tell a best friend or someone coming to you for advice. Excuse me, I feel a little sick, y'all. Start telling yourself what you would tell your best friend. Understand that is so necessary. Like, how you talk to yourself right now will determine your entire experience. Now, you're going to be blessed regardless of what you're thinking, any sort of negative thoughts that you may have. The negative thoughts you have are not going to stop you from receiving what you're meant to receive, because it feels like you do put out a lot of good into the world, and you don't need to worry or stress about anything. But if you're just going to be negative about it and be like, well, that's not what it looks like, and be kind of like, I want it to be this way, it's not this way. And no one's going to respond to that right now. And you shouldn't either. Let the world be a mirror for you. Let the world show you how good things can be. You need to believe that there is a blessing around the corner. More than one. You've got to let yourself believe. If you can't do that, then it's your problem and no one else's. So group 2, no one else can do it for you. You got to do it yourself. You got to get it together yourself. I mean, on an energy level. You're like, don't take that as I need to control everything in my 3D. No, this means gather up your energy and meditate and ground. Pull your energy in, because you do give a lot. And that could be contributing to some of the anxiety you're feeling and some of the stress and fear. It's okay to give. It's just, you gotta, be you in the process. Okay. You have the 5 of Pentacles. You're like, oh my God. But it's a perception for you, group 2. You have this perception that you're poor or something, or that, but poor is a mindset. What it actually is you struggle to experience goodness in your mind and in your heart. You struggle to speak it. It's like your upper chakras are kind of blocked. I see an open crown, but a half open, half closed third eye, a blocked throat, and a really sad heart space. Your heart is only this sad because you keep telling yourself lies about everything is hard and I'm struggling. No matter what I do, I'm not being rewarded by spirit, and that is bullshit, okay? And you know it. Can I tell you why? Because you're so focused on things you don't have, you're missing out on beautiful moments around you. And you need to stop putting that fear back out into the world, because you are doing it in some way. So let's see what else you need to hear. The 10 of Pentacles, are you joking? I'm telling you, this is the reality. This is the truth of what is around the corner. You know that things have this weird tendency to work out, group 2. So I need you to stop thinking like you're the 5 of Pentacles, because you're the 10 of Pentacles. You're deserving of this 10 of Pentacles, which means it's coming. You know that. So group 2, stop. Stop lying to yourself. The Ace of Cups. Spirit loves you too much to leave you stranded. So just watch and wait. I know you don't like hearing that, group 2, but that is your biggest struggle. If you can't have patience with yourself, good luck having patience with your kids, with your partner, with your work, like your coworkers or your clients or whatever you do. Just understand, the less love and patience you have for yourself, the harder it's going to be for you to be patient with others. So let's get some oracle cards for you, group 2. Yeah. You guys need to breathe more. Do breath work or something, breath work meditation, do a guided breath work exercise on YouTube or something. Get a hold of your energy. You got Aletheia. The Bardo, yeah. Same old story, never-ending story, a narrative that you choose to believe in. And then you've got this Storm. You know how I was seeing the Tower card in my head at the beginning of your reading? This is the card for that, okay? This is like the oracle version of that, essentially. You can't let this storm define who you are, or define how you're gonna think, how you're gonna exist. Let's get one more for you guys. You got the Creator. This is spirit energy flowing through you. You may come from a very black and white, very traditional or very religious background, right? Okay. But there's a lot of color in between these belief systems, right? So spirit is real, but is spirit only one way? Is spirit only one God sitting upstairs on a throne? No. Or is there only one thing that can potentially happen when we die? No. There are a lot of things that I could say right now. Life is colorful. Life is not black and white. Fear is the black, and Delulu is pure white energy. Balance between the two starts when you ground and meditate, right? So if you're like, I don't know what spirit and what is me, I'm telling you, the moment that you meditate, you'll know. And spirit will tell you how things are going to go. Just take it for what it is. Spirit may say something that you meditate, you're going to get this download or this overwhelming energy that maybe, okay, maybe things are going to be hard today, but by the end of the day, I'll be feeling better. Or maybe things will be slow today, and instead of looking at it as a bad day, I can just accept it. Okay? That's what you get, group number 2. I hope this was helpful. I love you guys. Take it easy. You don't need to stress. I know Spirit keeps telling you that, and you keep saying, but. No ifs, ands, or buts, group 2. Okay? No buts in the chat. What do we got? It's 27:30. Let's put it at 28 minutes for group 3. I'm going to take a moment to breathe after that one. Ooh. All right, I'm already excited for group 3. Okay, spirit guides, angels, let's get ready. I'm seeing balloons. There's something that you're about to be celebrating, and you're gonna be like, I knew it. I knew something good was on the way. I knew something good was about to happen. I could feel it. You're doing a great job, group 3, of staying regulated, emotionally regulated, and staying positive. You give off the sun energy in tarot. Wouldn't surprise me if I pull it at some point. I also see something so interesting. I don't know, someone here could be a nurse, or you could be some sort of caregiver, or just really good with children. And you're going to have some sort of future with taking care of kids. Kids are going to be drawn to you in the future, or you're going to be drawn to working with children in some capacity. Or maybe that's just confirmation on something you're already doing. Now, it doesn't have to just be kids. It could be animals as well. So this could be a veterinary practice, something like that. Aww. Spirit tells me that you've made a huge difference in people's lives. And now is a time, it's very interesting. You might be young, but it feels like you're about to enter into what feels like retirement. This is so strange how this feels, but it's a long time coming. It feels like you're about to take out that 401k, metaphorically speaking. You're about to unlock some sort of energy within yourself. It's getting cold in here. But I've got my blankie. I'm okay. Okay. You're about to be like jumping up and down or like just so excited. Like, oh my god, this is exactly what I wanted. I'm so excited. It just feels like for you, the energy of gratitude comes very easily. And that's why it's so easy for you to manifest really good things for yourself. You guys believe in old magic. I don't know how else to put, maybe like earth magic. You believe in natural medicinal herbs, or like you could even be a huge advocate for plant medicine, or teas, like herbal teas. Like, you're the kind of person that's like, I'm gonna just sit on my porch and watch the sunrise and drink a cup of tea, or I'm gonna take a stroll through nature. And yeah, I just feel like you're so connected to life. Oh my goodness. You also, you have a mama bear on the other side, or a grandma bear, either one. They feel very maternal though, very motherly. Confirmation. They could have loved Christmas, or they're telling you that all the things you're worried about now, you won't be worried about by Christmas. It feels like by the end of this year, bigger goals will be accomplished. So if you've been saving up for a car, you'll have a car. If you've been learning a lot about gardening, like planting things, you'll have mastered it by the end of the year. It just feels like you are going to continue to believe in magic and believe in yourself, and you're going to continue what you're already doing. So let's get some cards. I want to look deeper into this. You have some sort of email or positive notification coming in. I think you're going to be real excited about this one. I don't know, there's something about it that you're like, oh my god, whoa. Like, and I've been feeling that since the beginning of your reading. There's also a little bit of sadness coming up for you, group 3, okay? Yeah, you've been dealing with, I have no other way of putting this. I'll just be very blunt. Maybe a little bit of depression, just a deep, deep, deep feeling of, am I okay? Am I doing enough? Because your whole life you've had to work, and kind of like fight and push. But now it's not like that. Things are just really different in your life. So you're having like grief for how things used to be. It's okay to grieve that old life you used to have. What do you have? You have the Death card. You have 5 of Cups reversed. That's exactly what I was just feeling. And you have the Star. The Star is reversed. Not bad. None of this is bad. The only thing I'm seeing is you're potentially watching people in your life really struggle. And it's hard for you to focus on yourself and put yourself first and set boundaries for yourself. But you're noticing that if you don't tell someone what you need from them, they don't know. You know what I mean? Like, they don't always, not everyone can read your mind, essentially. And I'm seeing you need like a apple, I don't know why I'm seeing apple, cinnamon, like candle or something, like a fall candle. Maybe you're a big aromatherapy person. And you need like a cup of tea. You need like a nice little, I want to say reprise, something, just the word reprise came to mind. It feels a lot like you need relaxation, you need rejuvenation, and you need to tune out the world and forget about everyone. I think you're about to just kind of do your own thing for like the next week or two. That's how I'm feeling. You'll just be primarily off to yourself, exploring different worlds, different universes within your mind and externally through books, maybe TV shows, starting new TV shows. But you're embracing the fuck out of this season of your life. And boy, are you gonna look back on it with so much fondness. Beautiful. God, I love you guys. I love you. Like, Queen of Swords reversed. Oh. We had 3 cards come out. I'll take them. No, 4. Okay. You got the 9 of Cups, 6 of Wands reversed, 8 of Wands upright, 10 of Swords upright. Okay, essentially group 3. You're getting something back that you have been missing. Your spark. Sparks Fly by Taylor Swift's popping into my head. Instead of feeling down in the dumps, you're just feeling uplifted and excited. That's a choice you're making. It is a choice you're making within yourself. Just a very meditative, beautiful energy you have. You deserve a spa day, group 3. For how much peace you give the world, you deserve it in return. Can we get some details on what kind of blessing is coming in? This feels huge, like in the near future. Let's see. What is the blessing? 3 of Pentacles reverse. The Emperor reverse. Strength in the upright. Well, it's very straightforward. Okay, this is so specific. It feels like someone has like cuteness aggression when it comes to you. They just think you're so freaking cute and they love you so much and they're like, no, I can't let this happen. I don't know if it's so funny because to you, I feel like everything's great. Everything's great, but someone is going to be looking at your situation, or it doesn't matter whatever it is you're experiencing in your life, someone's going to be like, no, I know this person already has a lot going for them, but let me come in and make it better. Like, that's the energy. So someone is like, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do something nice for this person because I love them so much. It's about damn time. And you're going to be like, okay, like, just kind of going with it. You just feel very sweet and very innocent. There is some element of surprise here we have to keep. But let me tell you, it's going to feel like an angel just came down from the sky and was like, here you go. And you're like, huh? Really? Okay, let's get some oracle for you, group 3. And I need some damn water. Bottom of the deck is the Mentor. I feel drawn to taking that. Aww. You're like a wise owl. Just be your bold, beautiful self and don't expect too much from yourself. But I feel like your spirit team is definitely telling you, whenever you're ready, whenever you want to get started on something, you can. It feels like it could be something like for your inner child. That doesn't feel right. This feels right. The Temple. The Mentor. Look how spiritual. You've done it, group 3. You've achieved something internally. You felt it. You felt like you've been feeling maybe energy rushes or adrenaline rushes. The King. This is wild. And the the sustainer. Okay. You have embraced the energy of surrender. Maybe you pray more and you meditate more. Spirit is telling you to do so, to keep doing so. Yeah, just sit back and let things come to you. That's like the energy we're working with right now, group 3. If you're kind of like, what do I work on? It feels like, if anything, if you do work on anything, it's gonna be just spontaneous. And you'll know what to do, when to do it, okay? Because you have a very strong faith. Your faith is strong, group 3. So, I love you. You're amazing. I'm grateful that you're here and alive. And I'm very, very, very proud of the work you've done on yourself, group 3. This is not always easy. I love you. Keep it going, okay? Oh yeah. It's okay for you to just pour into yourself right now. Ooh, chills. Do what you can when you can. Nothing more, nothing less. I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Let's get a nice little what is it called? Thumbnail. Okay. I need to stop doing that face because every time I do, I'm like, I get a weird picture. Okay. Okay. Hopefully I don't look cross-eyed or something. I love you guys.